Hey guys, it's Adria Theron. I got another Otome review for you. Today we're talking about Cupid Parasite, which I received a free copy of the game through keymailer from Idea Factory. So thank you to Idea Factory for the game key. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. So talking about Cupid Parasite. Cupid Parasite's a little bit on the older side. I think it came out in 2021. Something like that. I'm really behind on otome games. I apologize, guys. I'm so far behind. But Cupid Parasite is gonna have a fan disc come out called Spicy and Sweet Darling in 2024. So this coming year. I don't think there's been a date. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything about pre-orders. Like Idea Factory doesn't have a pre-order up for their limited edition. I'll be honest, guys. I fucking love this game. This is my favorite otome. And the only one that can really compete with it right now is my top spots for like Dandelion and Nameless, Chariots. And I love Mr. Otome, but this one hits everything for me. Like, look at the color scheme. Look at my VTuber avatar color scheme, and look at the color scheme in this video. It matches. It's me. The color scheme is me. The art's fucking fantastic. I love the art. I love the color scheme. I love the backgrounds. I love the color scheme in the backgrounds. And I love all the characters. Some of them I'm kind of like, I don't know how I feel about you. But like, I usually don't like every single guy in a Otome game. It kind of varies. So, but yeah, I am absolutely loving this game. I am working my way through it. Today we're going to be talking about the common route. And then the plan is to do a common route video, a route for every guy, and then like a final overall review to kind of sum up my thoughts and talk about everything. So we're going to talk about the common route. So before we get into it, there on the screen is us. And we are Cupid. I wasn't expecting that. I kind of went into this game not really knowing what was going on with it, other than it looked pretty. And I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, Cupid Parasite. I was like, I don't understand this. But, whatever. It'll be fine. And come to find out, we actually are Cupid. So growing up, like I took Latin classes. I was really big into Greek and Roman mythology. Very much liked that we are Cupid and actually connected to the Greek and Roman mythology. Super nice. Quick start. So I want to talk about this common route. Long. It's very long. So I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna use the same name as the previous choices. And let's see this. This was started. Not really how it started last time. Okay, so this says, we are Cupid, and we are a part of Cupid Corporation. We are the top bridal advisor. So in the common route, as we're going through, we're doing our thing. We're a top bridal advisor, advising people. And our boss tells us, who is Shelby Snail? His name is Shelby Snail. Not a fan of the name, but whatever. Our boss tells us that we need to find love interests for the 5 parasites. So there's the glamour parasite. There is the obsession parasite, or obsessed parasite. The prestige parasite. And the lovelorn parasite, and then the thieving parasite. And these are all hopeless cases, and these guys are never gonna get married. They need an intervention. They need the top bridal advisor to find them a wife, because they're just hopeless cases, and all the other bridal advisors have basically given up. So here's the hardest task. Now, as you're talking to your boss and you're like, hey, if I do this, I get a promotion, right? And he's like, yes. And you're like, cool. And then you're like, yes, I'll finally show Dad. And it's like, who the fuck is Dad? Dad is Ares, the Roman god of war. or Mars, Ares, Mars, whatever you want to call it, Greek Roman god of war. And so he's your dad, and basically this leads into a discussion of you find out that you are actually Cupid, and the gods are real. They don't do much, but you know, they think they're hot shit. And your job is to make people fall in love, not get people married. Juno is in charge of actually getting them married. You're just in charge of making them fall in love. But your Cupid arrows only work for 30 days, which doesn't really bode well for actually getting people married. Who gets married in 30 days? And actually stays there. Not me. But, so as you're having an existential crisis, you say hi to your Aunt Minerva, and find out about the human world, and you find out they have these matchmaking things that are super successful, and so on and so forth. But you're like, what is this? And they're using like romantic psychology to pair people together. I don't know, this matchmaking system is very much more fancy than any of the dating apps I've seen. So it's your job to get these parasites wives, and good luck. Lo and behold, the parasites are your love interests. Each guy has a route, and supposedly there is a secret 6 route. I've never played this game before. I didn't look up spoilers. I know there is a 6 route, but I don't know how long it is, nor who do I know it is. I think it's Chi. You have this little divine beast that goes Chi and flies around with you, and it's kind of like a pet. I assume that's actually maybe a god, and that's the last route. I don't know. So, all the guys look super hot. I'm not as big of a fan of Ryuki, who's a glaring parasite, because he's kind of on the younger side. I also am not a huge, I love bright color. I'm not a huge fan of the color green. Mostly loving Shelby Snail, the prestige parasite. Right now my number 1 is the thieving parasite, because he's such a playboy. I'm a sucker for playboys, guys, maybe a little bit. It was also, I looked into like a route order recommendation, and it was like, do Shelby, then Gil, then Ryuki, and then Raul, and then it suggested do it Alan last. So even though I wanted to do Alan first, I waited. Also, supposedly you can't pick Alan the first go anyway. You have to do at least someone else's route. So, yeah. So, these guys, you meet the Parasite 5 in the common route. And eventually, for whatever reason, I guess marketing purposes, they decide to make a Parasite House live reality TV show with the intention to be, hey, we're going to have some ladies in the house. We're going to have these guys in the house, and we're going to hook them up. Get them married. Except for that's not how it works out. All the ladies drop out, and it just turns into a comedy reality TV show about the Parasite 5. But as you're going through the common route, you basically get some interaction with all the guys. You get to see them interact with each other. You get to see their personalities come out. Like, there's a lot going on. Personally, I'm a big fan of longer common routes rather than just like picking a choice and going to that route. Really like to see the characters interact. I kind of like to see the story be sort of the same. You know, of course, eventually you get to a point where you branch off to one of the guys' routes. And I've started Shelby Snail's route, and when he branched off, you really never saw the other guys again. They popped up like a couple times later, but not much. I'm not as big a fan of that. I do kind of like when games have stuff more threaded together in the routes. So like I remember Hakuoki, it's like, yeah, you had where like you eventually got on the guy's path, but you still saw a lot of the other guys. Whereas this game is a lot more focused on that specific guy. It does kind of make sense because it's not like they're all friends. It's not like they knew each other. So this is different than Hakuoki. But that's just, you know, that's just me. The common route's good. It's long. I feel like the common route is like half of the game, and then the other half, which is the more specific route. So they're like about equal, I think, text-wise and choice-wise. I think. And what's good, there aren't a lot of choices. I think there's like, including common and final route, I think there's like 20 choices a route, something like that. So not a crazy amount of choices, but you know, you get a lot of text in there. I'm a reader. I like reading. I'm okay with having less choices, but you know, if that's something that really bothers you, then, you know, just be forewarned. So, I think it's pretty much everything about the con route that's really super important. Is you meet all the guys, they start living in a house together, and then eventually you pick one and you go on his route and you slowly fall in love. Not really slowly, I'm pretty sure it's quickly. So I'll go into more details on each route and what I thought of them in the individual videos. But the common route, so far I liked it. I think it's cute. I think it's fun. I'm liking all the guys. I like all their personalities. Again, Ryuki, like, character design's not really for me. And the whole, like, spraying you with mist thing is a little cringe. But he's a little bit on the young side for me. But I do think, you know, all the characters as a whole are good. Got solid options. I would also like to note, Ryuki is like 19, so he's an adult. Everybody is adulting in this game. There are no children in this game. That's it for the common route. I will see you in the next video, which will be about Shelby Snail's route, because that is the first one that I am doing. So if you like it, please give me a like and subscribe. I would appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.